Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 1 of the Return to Glory. As you can see, we have picked up a save now with Leicester City just to try and finish off FM21. So we are going to be trying to get some silverware back to Leicester. Obviously they've won the FA Cup this past season, so in our competitions, in our overview, so they've won the 2020 FA Cup. Obviously we're going to replay the same season, but we are going to be controlling Leicester City. As you can see in the thumbnail, we want to try and return the Premier League back to Leicester. So we're going to be working our way back to the Premier League, hopefully, and then also trying to win the Champions League and adding that to the trophy cabinet here in Leicester. So I'm very, very excited for this save to begin. So if you are excited to, make sure you smash the thumbs up button on this episode so we can get the content spreading around and pumping around, and this is going to be uploaded simultaneously with our Bruges save and our Leverkusen save. So we've got 3 saves on the bounce at the moment, which is pretty big. Just for reference sake, our finances are looking pretty good in the short term, but in the long term we've got a little bit to worry about. We've got 166 net debt and we've got 38 million transfer debt, so that just means some of those transfer deals, and we've got pending things like international appearances or installments on those deals. So we've got 38 million of that. We've got a few big bank loans which are hanging around for sort of the next 5 and 10 years, so we are going to have some debts to worry about, but our income's looking pretty good as well, so I think we'll be able to overcome most of those. So the big thing is we are ready to go for our first game of the season. We are ready to go here against Watford. We have had an interesting pre-season. So we beat Club Bruges, we beat Sheffield United, we lost 5-2 to Dortmund, and then we beat 4-0 to OHL. And I reckon we must be affiliates or something with them. Let's have a quick look, because it's coming up. We are affiliates with OHL, which is interesting, okay? So an international partnership in which players are loaned. So we can loan players to Belgium, which is quite nice, and it's kind of links well with our Cercle Bruges save as well. So I'm at the point where we've made a few interesting signings. So obviously some of these aren't ours, so let's go by date. So these are the signings that had already happened, so this is including of this year and last year, so this is pretty big. So not all of these are out. So Bertrand came in this year, as did Vestergaard, as did Lookman, as did Samare, and then Castagna, Thanwat, Fofana, Chibuzebi, Booth all came in the year before. And then the deals we've made is we've brought in Angel, Gomez, Brian, Gil. We've also brought in David Luiz on a free transfer because I think that'd be a really good signing for us to mentor our new centre-back in Andrea Papetti. We've also brought in Jack Wilshere and Hernandez, and we've brought in Gabriel Menino. So if you don't know who he is, he develops absolutely fantastically well in our Cercle Bruges save. He's developed very well at PSG, so that's what we're looking for there. Then some of the deals that have happened, so Fuchs, Prayer, James Clark, Basie, Longan, Hurst, O'Connor, and Gazal. I think most of these all went out already. Then Ben Chilwell, Adrian Silva. So I haven't even seen any of these guys. The sales I've made have been the loan deal of Jacob, who's a young goalkeeper. I sold Johnny Evans for 15 mil to PSG, which got about 100k off our wage bill. Ayoze Perez went to Lyon. I've loaned out Filip Benkovic and a few other guys. And then Daniel Amati has gone to Newcastle for 10 million. So we've sort of brought in, you know, some decent money. So between 38 mil or so just from 3 players, which is paid for Gabriel Menino and Papetti in the short term, which is good. We've still got a bit of money left over, and I've done heaps of scouting. So on our scouted list, we've got plenty of players. I have put a bid in for Thiago Almada, who would be fantastic for us across the front 4. But this is what the team is looking like for our game today. So we've got Schmeichel in goals. Menino's probably going to play in centre midfield long term, but for today he's going to play at right back because we've got no Pereira and we've got no Castagna. I reckon he's still injured as well. He's not quite 100% fit. So we're going to use Menino as that third choice right back when needed. We've got Fofana and Soyuncu playing at centre back. We've got young Thomas playing at left back, and he's going to be very, very, very good for us as well. I'm playing Hernandez here in that DLP on support role, just veteran midfield, a bit of experience to go next to Ndidi in that box-to-box midfielder role, which is his best role as well. So that works well for those two. Then we've got Gomez, Tielemans, Daka, and Jamie Vardy up front. So normally I'd have Tielemans probably playing in that number 10 role with Iheanacho in the 10 or Lookman in the 10 potentially. But they're just not quite ready 100% yet. We've got Gomez who can actually play that role too, but it doesn't look like Shadow Striker is a favourable role for him, which I'd argue, I mean, his work rate's not great, but I think we can get away with him there potentially as well. We've got James Maddison, who's definitely going to probably play in that number 10 role, but again, he hasn't played a game in pre-season, so I've got him on the bench. If we're winning, we'll bring him on, but that is the team. Let me know in the comments what roles you would like to change. I've got Vardy here as a pressing forward because I think that suits him the best, but I have experimented with that role being an advanced forward. So Gabriel Menino gets number 18, which is a good enough number for me. We are here ready to go for our first professional game in charge. It's Foster, Sirilat, Katchar, who else there? Trust, Kong, never heard of him. Danny Rose, Musa Sissoko, Tufan, Dennis, Cleverly Sarr, and Josh King. So it's not a bad Watford team. I just realised that they've actually updated everything except for the date, because Watford obviously at the start of FM21 are in the championship, so I didn't even realise that they have been promoted. So here we go. So the only thing that's out of date is the actual calendar, so it does still say 2020 when it should be 2021. But here we go. Can we start our season off with a win against recently promoted Watford? And we're 1-0 down inside of 3 minutes to Josh King. That's not what you want to see early on. Big counter attack. Unfortunately, Fofana or Soyuncu just could not get a foot in. Josh King has run half the length of the field, hit both posts, and managed to put it into the back of the net. So let's see what can we do now in order to turn this in our favour. So we've had 60% of the ball. Both teams have had a shot. Cristiano Ronaldo obviously is at Manchester United now as well, which is not what we want to see. So here comes Musa Sissoko. Tielemans can't win the ball cleverly. Finds Ozan, Tufan, Dennis, Cyril Tabodan, Schmeichel. We really do need to try and start this season with a win. We don't want to be on the back foot very early. So here we go. Patson, Daka. Jamie Vardy gets there. Jamie Vardy makes it 1-1. That is exactly what we want to see. What a instant response. We're now in the 13th minute. Jamie Vardy gets his first of the season. Now, the reason I'm on the 2D function is because for some reason my FM has been really laggy lately. So if I do watch the games in full, like in the telecast version, it does jump around a little bit. So we're probably going to stay on the 2D for a while, but I don't mind it on 2D as well. So let me know if you guys are okay with it on 2D. Jamie Vardy's through again. Bang. Jamie Vardy's never going to miss that. What a ball from Ndidi. What a counter attack. We go 2-1 up only 5 minutes after we scored our first. Ndidi breaks away, which is interesting for the box-to-box midfielder to be so high up the pitch, but great ball. Vardy gets slid through, and that's why I like the pressing forward, because he'll kind of sit on that last line of the defence and look to sort of put pressure on and get in behind and do all the things an advanced forward does. And here we go. Menino, the young right back, finds Gomez. Hernandez with a long shot, who he loves a good long shot. If you've used him on FIFA, you'll definitely know about his ability to strike a ball. So here we go. 20 minutes in, 2-1 up. Can we find a third goal? It's King. It's Hernandez doing really well there. We find Vardy's feet. We've got players out the other side, but Vardy looks to run. It's Ndidi takes a shot and it goes out for a corner. So I'm happy with that. And here we go. We've got Hernandez on the corner. Looks for the front post. Can't find anybody there. And we get a throw in. I don't know why it's telling me Ronaldo scored again, which is a bit interesting. But here we go. We're ticking away. Possession is in our favour. Southampton go 1-0 up against Aston Villa, which is a bit of a surprise result there. We're looking pretty good though, so passes completed could be a little bit higher, but we are looking to play a bit more aggressively. We've got both fullbacks looking to bomb on as well. So here we go. Gomez finds Ndidi, looks for Vardy in the channel. I think we're going to see that a lot this season. We're going to look for Jamie Vardy in the channel quite a lot. So here we go. Soyuncu, Thomas. Again, we're looking for Vardy in behind. It's very Leicester-esque of us. Ndidi can't get on the ball. And here come Watford. He's through Ismail Assar. We know of his quality. And they find Dennis. We challenge well there, though. And that's... we've been unlucky. I thought Thomas might have done enough there. Let's see. There is no penalty. There we go. So no penalty. We're lucky there. We're looking okay. The pass percentage keeps going down, though, which is not what I want to see. But this Watford team will not roll over, and we know that. So Tielemans finds Menino. Can we just find someone? It's all the way across to Thomas, into Daka, back to Thomas. Hernandez with a strike, and I think Vardy must have obstructed the view, but it doesn't matter because the shot was wide anyway. So here we go. Fofana, can we just keep control of the ball here now? Schmeichel, can we release this other side? Soyuncu, Fofana, here we go. Can we just find feet? Find Hernandez into Daka, overlaps on by Thomas. Good movement by the young left back. Thomas, Daka, Thomas. Interesting way for the ball to end up back to Luke Thomas. It's in Diddy, and he puts it over the bar. That would have been ideal. But Man United go 4-0 up somehow. That was very, very quick. We're going to outstretch arms. I'm delighted with the performance. We're looking good. We're just going to make sure we can get a third goal, I think. I'm never confident on FM if we only got a 1-goal advantage. I feel like teams are able to break us down easily. It's cleverly just driving through the middle of our defence. It's Ismail Assar. What did I just say? Needed that second goal buffer. We don't get it, and Watford go bang, bang, bang on the counter attack and punish us. But we get a highlight from kickoff. We find Schmeichel. We're building up possession nicely here. Here we go. Angel Gomez. Can he find someone? He finds Yuri Tielemans. We know of his quality. That was a poor ball for someone of his calibre, and it's Ismail Assar and King again linking up. So Watford on the counter attack are looking very, very, very dangerous. Menino, ball through, finds nobody. It only lands to catch car. Hernandez, here we go. Can he just pick feet? Finds Gomez on this right wing. Into Menino, Ndidi, Hernandez. Can we try and get the ball out to Thomas out the other side? It's Dennis now for Watford. They are looking very direct. It's Josh King once again, and it's well blocked by Fofana. Watford really putting the pressure on now. Cleverly, ball in, half dealt with. What's going on here? It's a free kick for us and a yellow card for Watford. I'm starting to look. We might need to get Maddison on, I think. Hernandez on the corner. It's only found its way to King, and Thomas does pick the ball up here. He hasn't got a lot to play to. Daka's not really made much movement for Thomas off the ball. Here he is. It's Hernandez now into Ndidi, and it's well blocked. And I think it could be Maddison time for Tielemans as a straight swap. Hernandez, ball in, can't find anybody. Tielemans, here we go. Yuri Tielemans, can he just find feet? Finds Menino into Fofana, and that ends the highlight. I'm going to assume now it's going to be James Maddison time. We've got a lot of yellow cards along the defence as well. So David Luiz will come in, that right-sided centre-back, just to give us a bit of composure, hopefully, and no mistakes at the back. If it was real life David Luiz, then I wouldn't be going after him. But on FM, his stats are quite decent. So here we go. They've had 3 shots on target, and of course have scored 2 of them, where we've had 5 shots on target and have only managed the same result in goals. Maddison gets fouled, and I reckon they've got a red card there, and Ozan Tufan gets sent off. So now it's time for us to really put the pressure on. Now King's gotten injured as well. We've got one more sub up our sleeves. I think it's time for us to probably use it with 10 minutes to go. I'm going to bring Iheanacho on in that number 10 role. We're going to move Maddison out to the left. I've faith in Kelechi Iheanacho to come on and grab us a goal. Can we just see a highlight even at this point? Because we have not had a highlight for a very, very long time. Can we get the winning goal that we deserve here today away at Watford? There's 5 minutes of added time. We still haven't seen a highlight. What is going on here, FM? It went to give us a highlight. We didn't get it. And here we go. We get a corner to end the game. It's Hernandez, the Brazilian, puts a decent ball in towards David Luiz. It falls to Thomas. Back to Hernandez. Angel Gomez! There it is, boys. There's the winner in the 96th minute. The loanee, Angel Gomez from Lyon. I don't know why it didn't show us the highlight. But there we go. We've got the winning goal so late on. Let's watch that goal back. Who would have thought? Angel Gomez in the 96th minute. Let's get it on TV so we can see what happens here. The game speed is way too fast because it's not on 2D. Here we go. Hernandez. Must have been how we got the corner. Deserved the goal. It's a goal kick. Where's the goal? What's going on here? Here we go. Angel Gomez and Didi Hernandez. They're not even showing me the goal. That is so strange. Okay, fair enough. I would have liked to have seen the goal, but that doesn't matter. We do get the win. Outstretch the arms. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. Although the scoreline shows it was close, I felt like we did deserve 3 points in that game. So let's have a look at the schedule. Let's see what games are coming up. We haven't got anything there with Almada. I'm going to come back for this double header Liverpool and Man City, and I'll be able to recap the transfer window for you as well. So if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in episode 2 of the Return to Glory with Leicester City.